Hearing from several Tesla drivers that these charging stations, so these cars are all dead batteries. That car is stranded. Here comes another one hoping for something good to happen here. All of these vehicles right here, all of them have dead batteries because of those charging stations. They're not working. So these drivers came to charge their batteries in the cold, but these charging stations are not working. In Evergreen Park, same story. Take a look at that area right there near 95th and Western. We found several Tesla owners there, stranded with dead batteries from the cold and not enough working charging stations at that location. We talked to a driver here in Oak Brook, where we are, who tried to call Tesla for help and nothing.
Okay, yesterday I was here and there was just lines of cars, but there was only a couple charging working, but it seemed very disorganized. Like no one knew what to do, and a lot of people were just led here by their cars. Okay, so they were abandoned basically.
So if you've been one of the drivers who's been abandoned this winter by Elon and Tesla, it turns out Elon has an answer for you, and it's a robot that can fold shirts. Yes, this is over on Twitter/X. Let's watch the video for yourself. Elon just tweeted out, Optimus folds shirts. So let's watch it together. And what I want you to pay attention to is the lower right hand of the video. So I'll point it out when we come across it. So this is the robot folding. Again, pay attention to the lower right hand. Right there, there's a hand. You guys can see it flash on the screen, and we'll run through it and you'll see it again as it comes. There it is again on the right part of the screen. I know the pumpers will love this video. There it is again. But basically this is a puppet. Okay. And if you didn't see it, I'll pause it next time, but I want you just to run the video so you guys can see what we're talking about here. Yeah, and then you can fold the shirt. And the Tesla pumpers are like, oh my God, look how awesome this is, etc. So I'll pause it when the hand comes out. It came out 3 times in the video. So there's one. Do you guys see it right there? So right there. So this is a glove, presumably of an engineer that's operating the robot. So it's a bit disingenuous to, say that, oh my God, we're so close to autonomous, it's so awesome, etc. It's a puppet, guys. We've had this technology for years, and it's nothing new. The only thing that's new is I guess you put a Tesla logo on the robot. I remember the first time they showed the robot too, it was a person in a suit. So I just want to show you guys. See the glove? See? And if you watch the robot's hand on the left side and you watch the glove, you guys can see for yourself. I'm just rotating it back and forth so you can see it really clearly lower right. So if they would have cropped the video better, it would have masked the performance of the robot much, it would have been much better for them, but it is what it is. And I just want you guys to be really clear that this is smoke and mirrors when they're saying, hey guys, don't worry about your abandoned cars in winter. We have a robot that folds shirts. But really what it is, it's just a person wearing, a glove. You guys can see it there. And I understand how the robot, I already know how the pumpers are going to treat this. Moreover, I want to show you guys this. This is the Optimus 2 when they showed it before with the egg thing. And there's something that they did with smoke and mirrors that you probably didn't see before. Now we know that they have someone off screen, using gloves to operate this remotely. But I want to show you another trick that they did that you may have missed. So let's just watch the video. This is from Optimus 2. And I'm playing it directly from YouTube so I'm not just making random stuff up. Okay, there's the robot and they cut. Cut right there. Do you see that? And they cut again. So why does that matter? Well, if you're really going to do a true demonstration of what your robot can do, you would do it uncut, right? You would just do full speed uncut, but they didn't do that here. They do 2 cuts. I'll play it again so you guys know I'm not making stuff up. Again, this is smoke and mirrors. So there it picks up the egg and watch for the cut. Get ready? Cut right there and cut right there, right? So here at least they're doing, they're not cutting in the video, but you can see that there's a robot operator. And I know if you don't know anything about robots and stuff like that, you just think, oh, this is so awesome. No one else in the whole world can do this. But I want to point out something to you guys, and this is part of just education. It's part of learning, to sort of put things in context, etc. Understand that humanoid robots not really that practical. This is over on YouTube page of Boston Dynamics, and what they do is they demonstrate their arm. And they kind of go through, and you can watch the video for yourself. I'm just showing you a bit though, but they kind of go through and talk about all the different designs of functions that we need a robot to do and why we won't necessarily want a humanoid robot. So essentially, like if you take a look at this here, that's a robot, and we've had this kind of stuff for years. Boston Dynamics is really good at it, but the basic gist of it is if you want to move boxes around and stuff like that, you don't really want a human to do that. It's going to be more efficient just to have like an arm, right? You pick the box, you move it over there to the other side, etc. You guys get the gist of it. The point I'm trying to make is like this idea of developing humanoid robots is kind of ridiculous. Moreover, they're years away from it. And yes, Boston Dynamics does have human robots, but it's well ahead of. See, look at this. It's well ahead of what Elon Musk can do. I mean, they got robots that can do this stuff. It's not necessarily the most ideal situation, but this is like picking up boxes uncut. Hockey stick. You're trying to push this thing down, etc. It's way ahead. And I understand the pumpers will ignore this kind of stuff. I'm just showing you guys that there are different forms of robots. Moreover, if you want to fold laundry, you can get a robot to do that already. Do I want my robot to fold laundry? Do I want to put this kind of machine in my house where I stick in the laundry and have it pop out? Not necessarily. Theoretically, if you can make it small, maybe have a closet that automatically does it. Who knows, maybe. But we have, machines in our house that do the dishes, like that's a dishwasher essentially. And the point I'm trying to make is that, when you design something to do a task, it may not necessarily be a human robot. Now, the argument for human robots is that, the humans can do, humanoid size can do all kinds of things and basically replace us. But we're so far away from that, and I don't know necessarily I want to replace us. Moreover, I want to point out something really peculiar that's going on over on X with Elon Musk. He's saying here, and I want to read a quote. This has just come out just a few hours ago. It says, I am uncomfortable growing Tesla to be a leader in AI and robotics without having 25% voting control, enough to be influential, but not so much that I can be overturned. Unless that is the case, I would prefer to build products outside of Tesla. It's pretty interesting what he's talking about here, right? So are we talking about like moving out of Tesla? What's going on here? You don't seem to understand that Tesla is not one startup, but a dozen. Simply look at the delta between what Tesla does and GM. As for stock ownership itself being enough motivation, fidelity, and other similar stakes to me, why don't they show up for work? Someone, you already know how the pumpers are going to say. They're going to say, oh, you should pay this guy tons of money. We need to keep him at Tesla. He's so awesome, etc. The reason why this stuff's coming up, and you can scroll down if you really want to read what all the pumper people have to say and how Elon Musk is so awesome, etc. But the reason why I think that Elon is in this discussion with the pumpers right now is, think of it this way. I think Elon's, from his point of view, is like, well, if I can convince these people that it's a good thing that I sell all my stock and make a whole bunch of money off these clowns, leave the company, go somewhere else and do whatever startup and, find a bunch of new clowns and fools, hey, I'll do that and keep my voting control. That's kind of what I'm thinking is why he's tweeting this out. Because he's literally saying here, I am uncomfortable growing Tesla to be a leader of AI and robotics without 25% voting control. Moreover, we talked about before, was it last week, where there were people on the board and in Tesla, execs were nervous about Elon Musk and drug use. We talked about that. So that's where I think this kind of tweet is coming from. He maybe sees the writing on the wall, but I'll let you guys make the decision on that. My main purpose today was just to show you when you see the stuff that Elon tweets out, the pumpers are basically just going to say and parrot everything that Elon says, and they're basically Elon's extensions or Elon's puppets. But I want you to see who the real puppet is. And the truth of the matter is, if you believe wholeheartedly everything that Elon says all the time, I mean, you're literally falling for it. And I show you the truth right here. I mean, you can see it for yourself. There's a person behind the scene, manipulating the robot. So you make the decision, how far they are. But I encourage you, if you are interested in robot stuff like that, check out what Boston Dynamics is doing. There are years ahead in front of Tesla. And it is what it is. So I know the pumper fans, boys and fangirls won't understand anything I'm saying or watch Boston Dynamics because they just want to listen to Lord Elon. But it sounds like Lord Elon may be abandoning ship. At least that's kind of what the gist that I'm getting from this tweet. But I'd love to hear what you think about this. So anyway, thanks again for watching, everyone. Don't get abandoned by Tesla, and I'll catch you in the next video.